It's Thursday, and today I'm pretty sure it's going to be called Big Thursday because the breeze is up, just as the forecast said. We've got an average wind speeds of 22 to 25 knots and gusts well into the 30s. Unfortunately, that's meant that pretty much all of the racing here at Lendy Cowsweek has been cancelled for the day. I say pretty much all because the Triple Crown Series and the Class 0 boats are both going to be racing today, so they're going to have pretty saucy time by the looks of it. The problem here is that we've got tide running against that breeze, and as you can probably see behind me, some quite big breaking waves, and we're in the shelter of the land here. So unfortunately, there won't be any racing for the majority of classes, but we will be following the big boats. With racing abandoned for the majority of the fleets, it was a perfect opportunity to go and take a closer look at one of the boats that people are talking about here at Lendy Cowsweek, the Fast 40 Plus class.
My name's Anthony Haynes. I'm boat captain and part of the crew of Pace, which is this boat, which is a Fast 40 Plus. Obviously we sail the boat with 11 crew. And sort of going from the back, back here you'll have more the navigator roles and the tactician. Here you have various controls here. This is the pedestal, which obviously controls the winches, which are engaged through these buttons, which lead under deck to various drive shafts and gearboxes that link forward. So the buttons obviously engage and disengage the winches. And when you tack, you obviously tack or jibe, you change to the other side. Then you have a helmsman who will be sort of obviously more square to the tiller here. He'll be in this area and generally will spend most of his time sort of sitting, sitting here with the foot bars to keep his back out to the guard wire. So he'll be sat sort of out here with the adjustable tiller extension steering the boat. In this area, this is sort of middle of the boat, so it's the main sort of hub where all the sort of sail handling work is coordinated from. This area here is what we call the pits. These are our halyards, controlled from back aft in the boat. Moving forward from here, we have two tack lines. One is rigged 1-to-1, this one in my left hand, and this one in my right hand is rigged 2-to-1, so that we can apply more tension to the furling sails, which are tighter luff. Here we are sort of inside the boat. This is obviously this is the mast coming down through the deck opening, and from there you can see where the mast is situated, and underneath here this whole structure is basically the sort of load area of the boat, so to speak. Here we have the spinnakers. These are our two that we used yesterday, so different codes on them illustrating what wind they should be used in and thus different shapes. So this would be our A4, this would be the heavy wind spinnaker or the heaviest spinnaker we carry on board, and this is our A2 Plus. The boats are a challenge. On windy days like today it's fairly challenging, but they are a lot of fun and very rewarding when you get it right.
After a pretty lively morning out on the water, I caught up with the owner of Gladiator.
I'm Tony Langley, I'm the skipper and owner of the Gladiator.
So pretty windy out there today, Tony. Tell us how it went.
Yeah, it was pretty lively. We saw 40 knots. Knots out there.
And I saw you hoist the kite. It took a little while off the start line before you put it up, but you got it up nonetheless.
Yeah, we did. We elected to hoist. It was we just decided to stabilise it. We started in quite lumpy water there, and we stabilised into the flatter water just off the harbour there, and then got it in the air, and off we went.
And it's been a good week for you. It's been varied conditions, isn't it?
Yeah, it has. Yeah, we've had just about every season in 1 week.
Is that how you prefer it?
Yeah, I mean, I was racing last week in Palma, and it was mealy, filthy hot, and barely getting to eight or 9 knots. So this is a real pleasure. Cows is just it's just so enduring. It's an iconic event, and I don't compete in it every year, but it's kind of nice to know it's always there.
It's late afternoon here in Cowes and there's still a lot of breeze around. Clearly it was the right decision to abandon the racing for all but just 2 classes. But I tell you what, you go around the beer tents here and the restaurants, you won't find anybody complaining. That was a little bit too saucy out there. Tomorrow is a different day, the breeze is due to moderate and we're looking forward to a superb end of the week.